Alright, today I'm going to mix up some glaze. I did a glaze test a couple days ago of a new potential glaze, and I really liked the results, so I thought I'd mix up some. It's called Beren's Satin Matte, and here's the glaze ticket here. It's a real simple one, but it's really nice. I really like it. So, yeah. It's important when you're mixing glazes to print out a glaze ticket here, or use something like Insight Live. It really helps keep track of stuff. You can check stuff off as you go. I usually just go in order, so I'll start with the min spar, then measure out the zinc, silica, on and on. Anyway, let's get started. Safety first. Always use N100 respirator, or P100, for particulates. I usually do this outside, but right now it's all sunny and stuff, and I don't like it, so I'm going to do it inside. Plus, all my materials are here. It'll just be easier for you to mix and do for you here. First, start off, I'm going to be mixing into this bucket. I'm going to put some water in here real quick. Alright, so I got about a gallon of water in here right now. About 3-4 inches in the bottom of the bucket. You always want to put water in first, so that when you're putting in your chemicals, it kind of helps keep the dust down, but also they don't compact around the bottom of the rim. So first I'm going to measure out the min spar. It's a soda feldspar. Recipe calls for 3,177 grams, so I will do that. I measure into this little plastic thing here. It doesn't really hold 3,000 grams, so probably do it in three batches or two. That was 1,500 grams. So do another 1,650. Right now into the zinc oxide. We need 2,350. Alright, silica's next. We need 2,057 grams. Alright. Now we need some whiting. Whiting at 1,147 grams. And the last of our main ingredients are EPK at 373 grams. Okay, now onto the colorants. They always put bentonite as a colorant at 2%. I usually leave that off if the glaze has enough clay. This one doesn't. It's just it's heavily feldspar and zinc oxide. So I'm going to go ahead and add the bentonite. Bentonite at 182 grams. Alright, so the only colorants this has is rutile and copper carbonate. So rutile 553 grams. Copper carbonate, 159 grams. All right, now we're gonna bring it outside, add water, mix it, and then sieve it. All right, I've got my buckets out here. I've got my drill. I'm just gonna mix it up and sieve it. I'll show you a really neat trick for sieving that makes it a cinch. First I'm going to add some water. This makes about 4 gallons, so it fits nicely in a 5-gallon bucket. I'm just going to add a couple gallons here, get it up to like within 5 inches of the top. Alright, now I just have a paint mixer or plunger on the bottom of my drill here. Alright, now for the magic. Usually sieving is like such a pain in the butt. I mean, it takes forever, right? Especially with 5 gallons. If you don't have the talisman, even if you have the talisman, sometimes it takes a while. We'll sieve this whole bucket of glaze in, I'm gonna guess, a minute. Cheapo sieve. I think $10 at my pottery supply store. Fill up the sieve. And this is the secret ingredient. It's a drill brush. It's just a brush at the end of a drill, or at the end of a bit. And I just grab the drill, and as you can see, it's not even draining at all right now. And these glazes heavy in zinc. They're just a pain in the butt to sieve anyway. Just really softly go along the bottom with the drill brush. And the bristles are just pushing all that glaze through the sieve there. It kind of works the same way a talisman would, where the brushes just move the glaze through the sieve. This batch is almost done. Got about half the glaze left in the bucket. I'm just forcing all that zinc through the sieve. The zinc bunches together. I think it's hydrophilic, so it loves moisture. But what happens is that, you know, just sitting in my shed, it collects moisture and hardens up into hard chunks. I usually keep it in an airtight container, but I haven't had time to put my bag of zinc into a container, and it already has kind of chunkified. Alright, my battery died, but we're back. Now this is the last sieving here. I'm just pouring it through, so in total it'll be sieve 3 times. And the final bucket is the clean bucket, not the one I mixed in. It's easier to sieve every time you do it, so you can see it goes pretty fast once you get towards the last one, and that's really how you want it. You don't want to stop sieving if it's still hard to get through the sieve. use glazes with zinc oxide in them. At the end I'll use just this like, little rubber rib to kind of just try to push some of that zinc back down through there. Since it's still in big chunks, just gather it up in the sieve. And that's it. That is roughly 4 gallons of glaze mixed up, and hopefully it'll look just as nice as my glaze test. Alright, thanks for watching.